Hey everyone, James Reeves, TFBTV SHOT Show 2025 here at Beretta Range Day. You are watching TFBTV Showtime. Make sure you subscribe because this is where we're going to put most of our videos from the show. I'm here with my buddy Caleb at the Tika booth. Not really much of a bolt action guy. I know my way around one, but you guys know I'm not an enthusiast, but this one is out there for you hardcore bolt action guys. Tika is introducing a new stock, which I know nothing about. So you're going to have to walk me through everything, Caleb. What we got?
Yeah, this is actually the new Sako 90. So we launched this last
See, there we go. See, and I was calling it a Tika.
Yeah,
and that's, and dude, we're going to roll with it because that's how it works.
And you're close, you know, like Sako owns Tika.
Yeah,
They've been made together for a long time.
Basically the same thing.
This is, I like to refer Sako as a Tika. Sako's the pimped out Tika. It's the higher end version of the Tika. So get a ton of different features in the action and the trigger well. But here, we launched this last year in about 5 different models. This is the Sako 90 Finnlight. So if you're familiar with the 75 or the 85, we had the Finnlight. It's kind of the staple of the Sako platform and bolt guns. So bringing that back in the Sako 90. So synthetic stock, it's got an adjustable cheek piece. It's spring loaded, which is really great. You've got a leather rubberized texture here on the pistol grip and the forend. And then we painted this thing. So instead of having just sort of a plain stock, we wanted a little bit more modern kind of requirements for the guys. Like nobody wants just a plain Jane stock anymore. We want to have it painted. So putting that out there, stainless steel fluted barrel. This thing looks really sharp, looks really good on a shelf, looks really good out there with you guys. And we love this gun, so you're gonna like it.
Talk to me about the, I guess the weight difference between maybe this, and you're calling what this, the Finnlight? That's what.
Finnlight, yeah.
Finnlight.
Finland,
yeah.
Finland,
Okay,
so
there we go. Got
Finnlight.
it. Love it. Yeah. So the Finnlight.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the weight difference between, say, this and like a regular Sako or something that comparable with the same action, barrel, and all that.
Yeah, so the Sako 90 Peak for us is really our lightest model. It's a carbon fiber stock. It's got the same barrel profile, and it comes in at like 6.2, 6.4 pounds, depending on the action size. This one's going to come in at like 6'9" to 7'4", so a little bit heavier than a carbon fiber stock, but for synthetic stock, it really fits the bill, and the price point is way down there compared to the Peaks also. So that Peak's going to run you at $3,900, I think is where that's priced right now, MSRP. This one's going to be $1,999.
Oh wow! So you're talking almost half price.
$2,000.
Right, and there's a little bit of weight difference between the two. What caliber are you going to introduce this in?
Yeah, pretty much all the standard Sako 90 calibers right now. So the beauty of a 90 platform, it comes in 6 different action sizes. So we've got 3 action sizes out now. They're working through 3 more through production. But it comes in short, medium, and long actions right now. So all of the standard calibers. So anything from 6.5 Creedmoor and 308 all the way up to 300 Win Mag and everywhere in between there.
I could ask you tons of questions about like the trigger, about accuracy, barrel, all that, but you're just going to tell me everything. This is like Sako 90 with the Finnlight stock. Am I correct?
Yep, you're exactly right. Exactly right. They made a ton of improvements in the 90s, so if you haven't checked out, there's a ton of information out there, a ton of videos, people explaining that. But yeah, the Sako 90 is a phenomenal platform. It's a really great shooting gun.
If I'm not familiar with the Sako 90, I just happen to click through this because I'm looking at our SHOT Show 2025 content. What are the high points? Like, what do I need to know if I said, okay, that thing looks kind of cool? Why would I buy the Sako 90 Finnlight?
Yeah, so the same quality action that you've gotten for years out of a Sako, the same as the Tika, it's that buttery smoothness in that action size. The 2 things that I really like about it, besides the saving the weight and the 6 different action sizes. So if you don't want to carry the downside of a Tika, if you want to carry 6.5 Creedmoor, you have to carry on the weight of a long action. So we just changed the bolt stop. But if you want a really lightweight rifle and do 6.5 Creedmoor or 223 as an example, you can get it really light because we're changing the action sizes is getting a lot shorter. So there's not a lot of weight in that receiver. The second thing is around their magazine. So double stack metal magazine. It's 5 round, it's flush, it's top loadable. Whereas our Tikas, you're going to get just single stack polymer mags for the most part. So these are phenomenal. They're really, really high end, and they fit and run flawlessly.
I bet the pricing on those sons of bitches is really, really high end
Yeah,
too.
we're proud of them. You know, we're proud of them. But
$70, $80.
A little higher than that. I think they're about $200 for that.
Oh my God, what is wrong with you Sako? You Sako psychos? What's wrong with you all?
We like to say they're made by Finnish elves. So
that might literally be true though.
They're expensive. They're expensive. Yeah. So the last one is in that trigger. So they worked a ton, upgrading from the 85 to the 95 to the Sako 90. This trigger's adjustable from the front end. So traditionally, you got to go in through the action of the mag well and take a hex screw. Here, you take a Torx T25 bit straight through the trigger guard. It's got 5 different pull weights, and these are almost spot on. So in a half-pound increment from 2 to 4 pounds, and it's literally spot on. If you take a trigger gauge, sometimes you see some variation between, say I'm trying to get to 1 pound, you might see it at 0.8 or 1.2. This is a half pound on the nose every time, which is pretty phenomenal. And then this clean, crisp break on it. Usually most triggers are going to run you 2 milliseconds or so in your break time or your lock time. This is 1.3, so they did a ton of work to try to make this really feel like that glass break. And so the triggers are awesome. You get 6 different action sizes, and you get a ton of different options in the stock.
Caleb, thank you for walking us through the Finnlight. I really appreciate it, guys. I appreciate you watching. Make sure you subscribe to TFBTV Showtime. Stay tuned. We're bringing more SHOT Show 2025.